Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading today where we are focusing on what miracle changes are going to happen in this connection. So what's going to change and improve and make this connection better that might be kind of happening, either realizations in your person or divine changes of, destiny, universe intervention, divine intervention, stuff like that. Or maybe even things that are changing within you that are going to help this relationship or connection progress. So we're going to look at this. We have 4 piles. You have picked a few things for your first pile. This is another one of my book series videos. And so normally when I choose book series, I always want to go kind of with the theme or the topic. And this video I'm releasing the end of September, which is kind of still it's like September Libra energy. That's why we have lots of pinks and lots of pretty and all of that. This was recorded at my bookstore, Mystic Journey, which is very cool. I picked this time my favorite books about love, or my favorite books in general, actually. So this is kind of like Solaris's book club today. So basically this book, Being in Love by Osho, I've really loved this book in my past. This book really stuck out to me because it talks about how to remove all blocks and obstacles from love, that basically we're born with this strong ability to love and be in relationships, and then based on stuff that happens to us in our life, it builds up all of these blocks and walls against it. So being in love is about removing everything that can separate you from love or that can interfere with love and relationships. So it's a very cool book. Now Osho himself is a Sagittarius. So you or your person may be a Sag, and if that's true, shout out to you guys. Or have Sagittarius in your chart. I have a little Sag in my chart, which is why I think I liked his book, because it's very cool with the philosophies and everything, and Sagittariuses are very much philosophers. But what I have found about this book is, because he's a Sagittarius, he is a little bit more loving of, and he's a Sagittarius guy, so he's a little bit more of loving the freedom than I do as a Scorpio, because my sun sign's Scorpio and I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. So basically you may like this book, but I also feel like that he definitely takes the approach of being I'm a free Sagittarius bachelor, everything should be about freedom, which I feel like for me felt either a little threatening or a little bit, I don't know, maybe he's more evolved than me. But I think that this book is really cool. It's a lot of benefits. I love it a lot. And I also feel like it was just a little bit excessively everyone should be free, which I feel like when it comes to commitment, yes, of course, freedom is beautiful because true love is true freedom, but also relationships do have to have, a structure. So that's my belief. Everyone's different. That's a cool book. I love it. You guys might want to check it out. I also picked this gorgeous sphere of Rhodonite from Mystic Journey, which is very cool. So I love this sphere a lot. They say rhodochrosite, which is my bracelet, is more of a soulmate crystal, where they're supposed to have soulmates come in, but they're maybe a little bit more karmic soulmates, or a little bit, I don't know, the theory is that these soulmates are going to be ones where you have to do the work, whereas Rhodonite is a soulmate crystal where it's kind of just an unconditional love, more of a life partner kind of crystal. So you might be asking about somebody that you feel is your life partner or could be. So I'm going to put the Rhodonite in frame so you guys can see it. And you also picked my favorite deck to start, the Truth deck. So that's cool, and I apologize for the glare. These cards don't show up very well on camera, but I just love the topics and the words on there and the numbers too. So that's always cool. So I'm going to start by shuffling the Truth deck before jumping to a tarot card deck. And we're going to see what is coming up between you and your person, what miracle changes are coming up between you guys. All right, so we have some flipping out right now. We'll take these. Okay, so as your starting energy, what miracle changes are happening? Oh my God, I literally love this. Okay, this is so good, you guys. All right. So first of all, I get that if you or your person have been feeling pretty pessimistic or depressed about this connection, the first miracle change that's going to be happening in this connection is their low vibes, which says low vibes, is going to turn around and open your heart. So I feel like your person and you are going to go through a change and a transformation internally, where you guys are going to kind of come into more of an optimistic space in regards to this connection. So that is very, very, very cool. So you guys are going to be shifting from a place of feeling kind of depressed or pessimistic or fatalistic about this vibe. And you guys are going to open your heart, and you guys are going to come into a much stronger time period where your person is going to realize or really be able to accept these deep feelings that they have for you with the deep feelings card. And you are going to actually love yourself with the self-love. So I feel like that this connection is changing, where your guys are going to be becoming more optimistic about it, both of you, and you're going to open your hearts, and you're going to really tap into the self-love, and your person's going to tap into the accepting of their deep feelings. And that's going to shift things, which is great, because that's going to change some immature emotions or shadow self emotions or emotions that are difficult or tricky. That is going to actually shift that into a time period and a position of strength. So basically it's shifting shadow side emotions, worries, anxieties, or fears into an empowerment space. That is amazing. So I love how this change is an internal one. First, we'll see what other changes there are, but it's an internal one, and that's going to start to bring about most likely the external ones, which is great. So I love this for you guys. This is amazing. Now I'm going to see some tarot. Oops. We will see, starting with the gentle heart, what is going to change with this. I'm going to do this relationship spread different. I'm going to see this spread all through the lens of changes. So usually we see like a snapshot of what's going on, what you're thinking, what your person's thinking, past, present, future energies, but I'm going to change this up. So I'm going to do 3 cards for you on your side, and we're not going to do reversals for this spread because this is about change. We're going to see, actually, you know what? We'll do reversals just to make it a little spicier. All right, we'll do that. Okay, so what is changing on your side? What changes you're going through that are miraculous in this connection? What changes your person's going through on their side? What is changing in this connection on their end? 3 cards for the past. What has happened already that has changed between the two of you that has helped this connection along so far? Because you can pull from that. 3 cards for the future in the next 3 months. What miracle changes will happen in the next 3 months? And what miracle change will happen in the longer term future outcome? Okay. So I'm loving this. This is very fun. Okay. I was actually not even sure which topic I should do for this video at first. And I was kind of thinking about it for I even was going to record this yesterday and I didn't, because I wasn't sure what topic should I use. But I am loving this topic for you guys. All right. So it's changing. Miraculous change on your side. You've started to work with your person as a team. You've started to be able to really feel like you guys are in this together. And this has changed because you might have been feeling alone in this connection, like you're the only one in this connection. But what's changed is you feel now like you guys are together, you guys are united, you're a team, you're working through this together, you're not alone anymore. I love this. The Tower reversed. What's changed is you went through a Tower moment that you've been resisting. So you were resisting having some realization and epiphany, and then it just hit you. And that is awesome. So you've had a breakthrough yourself, which is great. And you yourself made a decision. You've made a choice. So the Two of Swords, you have made a decision about this connection, and that is that you've made a decision because of this epiphany that you've had and a realization that you had. You've made a decision now where you guys are in this boat together. You guys are going through this together, and you've decided, you've made a decision probably to stick with your person and to move forward with them. All right, with your person has made the change to leave some things behind with the Death card. Your person has ended certain things in their thoughts, psyche, or in their life, which has been a major, great, miraculous change in this connection. So that is amazing. So your person has ended something that needed to end. Knight of Swords reversed. Your person has had a difficult time with opening up to you and communicating to you, but they just started opening up and communicating better with the Knight of Swords reversed. So your person was keeping all their words to themselves, all their communication to themselves, but your person's miraculous change is that they just opened up to you, and that is amazing. They've been more communicative. And then the Three of Fire reversed. Your person's also making changes in order to take a trip towards you, travel towards you, or travel with you, or progress this forward. So the Three of Wands reversed is usually about feeling like they can't move forward, they can't progress it, they can't travel forward, but that is changing, or that has changed, which is amazing. So I'm loving that. All right, so there were some blocks that your person had that have changed. In the past, what you guys have changed. The Three of Swords reversed. If you guys have been resisting healing or healing your hearts, I feel like that you and your person have done a lot more healing in the past. And that is what has gotten you guys to the point of you feeling now that you guys are in this connection together and less alone, and your person has ended things, being able to feel like they can see now the future in this connection and communicating that to you more, or communicating more to you because they can see a future now. So that's awesome. I also get the Seven of Cups, which you guys have made a change in regards to committing to this connection on your side, more so than theirs, actually. So you've actually been making more of a commitment effort, where you've actually made that decision where you're like, you know what? No, this is where I am going to be. And then the Nine of Coins reversed. So I feel like you guys also have been working on healing your finances, because your finances in both parties, you and them, have been going through some rocky times in your past. And now the finances are shifting around and turning around, or stuff with your careers have been shifting and progressing. So there is that career or money or work was a block, and now that's changing. So that's also incredible. So I love that for you guys. What is going to change in the next 3 months to make this connection progress? Yes, more money. I get the Princess of Coins. So better things at work, and I want to say in particular for you, since this is the Princess of Coins, I would say particularly for you. 1, they can really, really accept your value without denying it. 2, they see you as, you know, somebody that they can again see a future with. And 3, your own finances are coming into play, and like the Love Yourself card, you're also seeing your own value as well. So that is amazing in the next 3 months. This is great. I love it. And then the Hangman reverse. So yes, you guys have been feeling stuck. You guys and this connection may have been stuck or in limbo or frozen, but in the next 3 months, I see the Hangman reversing. So you guys are getting a better perspective on situations happening in this connection, where you guys are going to start to feel like, how can we maneuver within the confines of life circumstances? How can we find creative solutions to move forward? So that's amazing. And then the Queen of Cups reversed. You are going to be giving yourself so much self-care. And you guys are going to be able to really, like, I feel like that where you maybe have been maybe holding back even your love and affection for your person, I feel like you might be giving more love and affection to your person, and especially, of course, to yourself. And your person is going to start to feel a lot more loved. So that is something that's good. I like that. And then I see with longer term outcome, I do feel with the Eight of Swords, this feeling of being trapped, that's going to change, but down the road. So you're going to stop feeling so stuck and so trapped in this connection, or because of life circumstances. So, yay. Good stuff, you guys. I'm loving that. All right. Now, let's see. All right. I'm going to see now, I want to see more changes. So we're going to go to more unicorn blessings. What else is going to change as a miracle in this connection to help progress it forward? So we're going to do 3. All right. So just be yourself. Again, this is about self-love. So this is perfect. And you're going to start to feel comfortable just being you, because that's the person that your person really loves. So you're going to start to feel more safe and more comfortable to just kind of relax into it and be your own self, because you're going to start to have confidence that that is what your person really likes, instead of having to people please them if you have experienced people pleasing energy in your past. All right, I get love from your parents. So I also get that you're reparenting yourself, and also we're healing from childhood wounds or wounds from our parents. So that is great, you and your person both. And also there may be some, if your person does have children, then, or you have children, you guys are figuring out how to either co-parent or how to progress this connection forward regarding the kids. And then I get change, which is great. So many miracle changes. So these are actually big. So confidence in yourself, as well as healing from childhood wounds, wounds from parents, and also progressing in regards to blending families or, making some situation work with the children. That's going to be awesome. Loving that. Then let's see. I'm going to see what other miracle changes are happening with the archetype cards. This is actually probably the first reading that I'm not really looking at a lot of like what they're thinking about you, because we're looking to see what's changing. Okay. So we're going to do 2 cards for both of you. So we'll see on each side how you guys are changing. That is going to help this connection. So you guys are going from your shadow side to this to the light side. So you guys are working through this. So we'll start with you. Child eternal. So shadow attributes. If you have felt that you have had a hard time growing up and maturing and being responsible in your past, if you have felt and codependency sometimes in connections, if you have felt like you don't have physical or emotional security from your person, that is changing. So now now you may feel some or none or all of these, traits in your past. That is moving and progressing now. It's changing where now you're going to start to be able to still feel youthful in spirit, and you're going to be able to see things with fresh eyes, but you're going to start to also be mature, and you're not going to lose your youthfulness by being mature and responsible, but you're also still going to be able to have like a fresh spirit and fresh eyes with this connection. Also, if you feel like you've been jaded about this connection, now you're going to start, and this connects to the immature emotions card we got here too. So if you were feeling more in like a young mental headspace, it's like, and maybe it's just that, you've grown up throughout the course of this connection. So it's that as well. This could also be like farther in your past, that you grew up because of this connection, or that you felt these in previous relationships when you were younger. So this is helping you be able to have this mature relationship that you want, but one that's also light, happy, and free, like a childlike relationship, or like a relationship that you used to have when you were younger. Those childlike, innocent first loves. So that's beautiful. So I like that. And then damsel, maybe damsel in distress. You may have felt that you've been in distress or have had a lot of trauma and that in this connection, and that's shifting. So the shadow attributes, that is changing. You waiting for a knight to provide for you, or seduction by romantic illusion. So if you're in love with love, which aren't we all, and if you have been waiting for a knight to be able to provide for you financially, that is shifting because your finances are improving. So that is great, especially if you feel like your finances haven't really been good in the past, and you might have felt like, gosh, I just need to be with somebody that I know can be a good provider because I can't provide for myself. How can I ever take care of myself? Thoughts that we think when we're in our child eternal mind or in our damsel in distress mind. So that is shifting. And if we're feeling in love with love, like we just want someone to love us, now we're shifting it where we're like, no, we want our person to love us because of these qualities they have. So that's going to change in you. And then understanding the nature of healthy romance. So what is shifting is you're going to start to understand the nature of what a healthy relationship is, and it inspires you to rely on yourself. So you're going to be very self-reliant and independent, which is very cool. So those are what's shifting in you. Those are some miracle changes that are happening to solidify this connection. For your person, I get advocate and exorcist. So with the exorcist, it says Fear of facing your own demons. Your person has been afraid to look within and face their shadow self, and that is shifting. They are shifting it to freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So your person is going to start to feel more free from their destructive impulses, which is a shadow side of themselves. So they're basically, if they've been feeling weighed down by their own guilt or remorse or regret, that is leaving. If they have felt like addictions, that is changing. If they have felt like they are a slave to their own shadow self, that is changing. So that is awesome. And then advocate, the shadow side, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. That is shifting. So if your person has felt like they've had to compromise their integrity in some way for this connection, that is changing. Or at work, that is changing. If they feel like they have to do something negative in order to gain personally, that is shifting. And the light attribute is inspires you to put compassion into action. So your person is going to become an advocate for themselves and others. They're going to stand up for themselves. They're going to realize they're worth it. And they're going to realize that as they accept their feelings, that they are going to be able to be more compassionate for themselves and for others. So that's also, it seems like both of you might be on a journey of self-love. So that is cool. That is what's changing here, and I love it. And now I'm going to see, what was that last deck? This one. As a final, well, we're not going to do final message. We will do, okay, perfect. We will do some thoughts to see what thoughts are changing. I want to get this one because it's the soulmate one. No, do you not want to come up, little card? My nails are not helping. That one's not coming up. Maybe your person doesn't need to work through that. What is changing in your person or in this connection as a miracle change? Passion. Nice. And these. All right, these are a lot. We'll take all of them, but we're going to go through them fast. Okay. Because we're already kind of past time. I'm doing a shorter reading this time because there's 4 piles. But, all right. Your person is going to start to find some solutions, and that is going to be a gift in this connection. So at first, your person is finding solutions, which is a gift. They are releasing themselves. They're retreating from their bondage. So they're releasing themselves from their emotional baggage and from being trapped and restricted. That is also awesome because we got the hangman. So that was good. So they're going to find a solution, and that's a gift. They're retreating and removing themselves from the bondage that traps them and holds them back. They are going to be focusing on their wealth and their career solutions. And that is going to make them be in a better headspace about this connection where they are going to feel more confident and capable. And they are going to be able to merge and have a very passionate friendship with you. So that's great. So they're going to still have the value of the friendship energy, but they're going to be adding that with a lot of passion. So that is also very cool. So I love that. And in regards to thoughts that are changing, we're going to end it with in the shadows. I'm only going to pick a chunk of it. All right. So what are some thoughts that are changing? 4. All right. I never used to look at you that way. They're going to start to look at you in a much better light. I know you're watching me. They're going to realize that you are focused on them and that you are very interested in them. I don't know what to say. They're going to start to know what to say. That Knight of Swords reversed is going to go through a miracle change. And you are not part of my plan. That is going to change, where they're going to start to make their plan be involving you. So that is awesome. All right, you guys, that is the messages, or those are the messages I have for you today. I hope this resonated with you. If it didn't, feel free to pick another pile or another video. I'm trying to remember the piles that I set up in my head. I don't know if I have like messages from your person cards in those piles. I might. So if you're looking for that, you may want to pick another pile. Those ones would be more like Hermit Tarot, Ocean of Emotion, Stellar Energy Oracle, Messages of Love. I don't think so, because I think I picked only pink and white cards So, in yellow. So, anyways, you may want to pick another pile if you're looking more for messages from your person, as well as I have a couple of other videos up that are like excessively about that. So you may want to check that if you're looking for those, because those are always my fun. We always want to know what they're thinking about us and what they're feeling. So there is that. And then if this did resonate with you, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get all updates from me when I release new videos. All right, you guys, have a good one. I'm rooting for you and your person, and I'm excited you're going through all these changes together. See you next time. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your video today where we are focusing on what miracle changes are going to happen in this connection to help it progress and move forward and deepen your bond. So, I have a couple of items in your pile that you've been drawn to. This is one of my book series videos, as you can see. I love the book that you chose, Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz, because what I love about it is this book talks all about how to grow and evolve in regards to love and in regards to relationships. I got very into this book when I was in my 20s, and I was in a section of time in my life where I really wanted to learn everything about love, everything about relationships. I didn't understand it, and I just wanted to really dissect it and analyze it and understand it and learn it. So this book came to me, and I loved this book a lot. I filmed this video, of course, the intro in Mystic Journey, where I got all these books. That's a bookstore I work, where I channel. And what I love about this is you may know Don Miguel Ruiz from the book, The Four Agreements. And that's a really good book about how to kind of grow and evolve as a person and heal. But this one talks all about relationships. So it's very cool. You guys might want to check it out if you guys like his Four Agreements book. I usually do my little book series based on books that are a theme of that zodiac sign, and this is a video that I'm releasing during the Libra time of September for your September book series. So these books are going to be all about love, and these are all books that are personally very special to me. These are all books that I've read, that I have come across in my travels in the last, in the adult part of my life, basically. And that have really transformed me as a person and really shaped me and my beliefs about love, and also helped educate me about relationships, because they are things you can study in a book, which is very helpful, and they don't teach you that in school. So I like this book a lot. I think that it's a really cool one that you guys picked it. You picked this Agate star, which is very beautiful. So you or your person may be in the limelight, or they may look at you as their star. This is a beautiful agate crystal with a little carnelian in it. I love the bands. It's very pretty. And there's also some druzy here. And I kind of love that it has a druzy kind of stripe in it, because it's almost like a shooting star, like making a wish on a shooting star. And I feel like that if you guys have been trying to get some miracle changes in your connection, that you definitely are getting your wish come true, because I feel like if you've been wishing on a star or manifesting or praying, that this is definitely coming to fruition now. And I am going to put this in the frame so you can see it as we channel for you, or as I channel for you. So first we're going to take a little look at this connection with the messages of love cards, and we're going to see what your person is thinking and feeling about you, and then we're going to see what changes we're going to see in this connection that are coming almost like by magic. So we're going to see what spiritual divine intervention's happening, what is changing in their psyche or in yours, or what is healing in order to be able to progress this connection forward deeper. So we're going to put this, there we go. All right, excellent. So what's going on in your person? Time apart. Okay, well, that's a beginning card if you want to have a beginning card. So time apart. It says some distance will help bring clarity. So your person and you are getting clarity about this connection through this time apart. So it doesn't mean that you guys have to be in a serious separation or breakup from your person, but you may be. But you definitely aren't spending as much time together as you probably have wanted to. So I would say the first thing that's changing, yeah, time apart, unavailable. The thing that's changing is that your person's going to start to become more available, and that time apart is going to bring them some clarity, which is a really good miracle that's happening in this connection. So that is awesome. And what's changing? This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Well, good. I feel like they're going to start to become more available, and they're going to not be so apart from you, and they're going to give you more of what you deserve. Interference. A third party is interfering in this connection. So that might be family or friends. It could be a romantic person or a sexual interest, or it could be their career. But it does seem like something outside of you is interfering in this connection right now, making you guys be apart, and they are unavailable. So that is interfering, and that is going to change. And then abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. So if your career or theirs have been getting involved or in the way of this connection, or if you guys have been feeling a lack of finances, which has been interfering with this connection, that is going to change as well. And true love. I love this. So I feel like what's going to change is the romantic love or a true love in this connection is going to grow, deepen, and blossom, which is awesome. So I like that a lot for you guys. So yes, so they are not going to be they're going to become more available. You guys are going to close the distance. There's some clarity here. The interference is going to go away. The career situation or money is going to get better, and true love. So that is the overarching energy of this connection. So I love this for you guys. Now I want to see with the tarot what is coming up in this connection. We'll just leave this here. What tarot deck do I feel like using? I'll use the Thelema tarot today. That is within reach. All right. So I'm going to do this a certain way, a different way than I normally do, but a similar structure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 cards for what is changing within you that is bringing this connection to a better place. What is changing within them to see how is this getting to a better place? 3 cards to what has already changed between the two of you that has been a positive change in the past. 3 cards for the future. What miracle changes are going to happen in the next 3 months for you guys to progress this connection or deepen this connection. And a card for a longer term outcome miracle change. So, all right. So we're going to do reversals as well, just so we can get more specific information. And they will be facing me if they are reversals. They'll be facing you if they're upright. So, 10 of Coins reversed. Sweetheart, you have been feeling, this is your side. You've been feeling you've been feeling kind of like your finances have been going through a tough time. And so that's what's changing now again. So like the abundance card we just got, with the 10 of Coins reversed, you've been feeling like your finances has not been doing well. That has been restricting you and holding you back with the 8 of Swords. And you've been feeling like this connection has also been kind of trapped or restricted, especially with the unavailable time apart and interference part. And then the 3 of Coins, where you have been upright, which you have been trying to work hard on your finances, earning money based on your skills, gifts, and talents. So it's great. So what's changing is the restriction is going to change. That's going to drop away. You're going to start to feel more free so that this connection is going to be able to progress and move forward. Your finances are going to improve greatly with the 10 of Coins reversed and the 3 of Coins, because you are going to earn money based on your skills. You've been working hard and your finances are going to pay off. That will help this connection, because it seems like the lack of money has been making you kind of hold back too, and maybe not be able to be as social or fun in your life as you maybe have been wanting to be. The 4 of Wands reversed. So it seems like your person might not have been ready for a relationship or a commitment, but that is changing. So right now your person is starting to become more ready for a commitment with the 4 of Wands reversed. The Moon reversed. Your person has been feeling a little confused and not sure what to do or what action to take with you, and that's changing. Also, if your person does have some addictions, that will be changing too. So the Moon reversed is That time apart is bringing your person clarity. And also it seems like it's going to become healthier, which is good. And then the Chariot reversed, what's changing is your person, either they were traveling and now they're coming back to you, or they're going to be able to travel to you. And I feel like this could be geographic, where maybe you guys are apart with distance, or your person is just needing to come travel to you, and that's going to happen. So that's beautiful with the Chariot reversed. So they're going to feel more free also. Or they may be back from a trip. All right, now in the past, what has happened already? So the Death card reversed, what has changed is I feel like that you and your person have felt like you guys have been resisting change in this connection. You've been resisting letting go of something from the past, but you guys have done it. Now, which is where you're coming to this part. So you guys have had to let go of maybe some emotional baggage from the past or releasing some things, and you guys did finally release it. Three of Swords, you guys have been healing your heart. So that has been good, yes. So you guys have been healing from an ending or a breakup from previous relationships before your person, and your person in a previous relationship before you. You guys have been healing from that breakup and from that ending. Even if you guys have been holding on to that person for a while, you guys are letting go of it now. And I get the Seven of Swords, where you guys are also working through trust issues, both of you. So you guys are both working through how to be able to trust your person and them trust you, or trust love and relationships, and them trust love and relationships. So there is that. In the next 3 months, what will be changing between you and your person? There we go. I get the King of Wands. Okay, cool. So the King of Wands reversed, I feel like your person is going to be coming into their power more. So where they have been feeling insecure and not so confident, they're going to start to become more confident with the King of Wands reversed. So that is good. They're going to start to become a confident, fiery king. Or a divine masculine that is basically passionate and powerful. And full of love. The Four of Cups upright. You guys might have felt kind of bored in the monotony of your day-to-day lives, and so you guys are going to bring a lot more excitement into your life because of this connection. So you guys are going to have a lot more fun and a lot more excitement together. And I get, especially if you guys have been in routines a lot. And then I get the Sun upright. So you guys are going to have some awesome miracle changes that are going to make you very happy. And this is a joyous, celebrating card. So that is awesome. So you guys are going to start to move from a place of maybe being bored to a place of being very happy. And then longer term final outcome change, miracle change. Six of Swords. You guys are going to start to come together working as a team. And that's 3 months down the road and future beyond that. So Six of Swords is really good for becoming part of a team and working together and partnering up and maybe even having the commitment that your person wasn't quite ready for, but can now become ready for. So that is amazing. Now we're going to go to blessings. So unicorn blessings. We're going to see what is changing in this connection so that this connection improves. All right. So we're going to do 3 of those. 4. That one really wanted to come out. All right. Happy thoughts. That's the sun. That's beautiful. And you can even see the beautiful sun rising as a sunrise in this connection. So you and your person are going through the miracle change of optimism and positivity. This card that really wanted to come out. Just be yourself. And both you and your person, I feel like, are coming into deeper forms of confidence and self-love, which makes you guys empowered and more optimistic about this connection. Change. Yes, positive change is very good. You guys are going to be taking action moving forward with this connection. And then it says the changes you're going through are positive. So that's amazing. And then I also feel like, again, it's about shifting that mindset to more of a positivity mindset. And love from your parents. This is so funny. This is what came up with pile 1. So with these 3. So I want to say that you guys, if you're attracted to pile 1 as well, you may want to watch that one. There may be some messages in that one for you as well. So I get, yes, love from your parents. You guys are healing from childhood wounds. You guys are getting love from your families, and that's going to be boosting this forward. And you guys are going to be healing in regards to if there are kids as well and you are a parent or they are a parent. So you guys might be finding some positive solutions in regards to existing children or future children. So that is awesome. Now we're going to go through archetypes to see what you guys are working through. So we're going to do 2 cards for each of you to see how you guys are changing in order to progress this connection forward. So 2 for you, 2 for them. So let's see. So for you, you are growing in this way. Damsel and Advocate. So, and that's interesting because Damsel and Advocate both came up for pile 1, where Advocate was your person and Damsel was you. But in this case, maybe you're mirroring, but I'm getting Damsel and Advocate both on your side, which is interesting. So basically what this means is if you've been waiting for somebody to be a financial provider for you or help you out financially because your own finances have gone through some struggle, which also came up in pile 1, that you are going to be able to be more self-reliant and do it yourself now, which is great. You're also understanding the nature of healthy romance instead of getting seduced by a romantic illusion or being in love with love for love's sake. So there is that. So you're going to have people basically still supporting you and lifting you up while you're also independent and self-reliant. So that is great. And you're going to be understanding healthy love and romance, which maybe you will learn in the Mastery of Love book. So that is very cool. So that's excellent. An Advocate. If you feel like you've had to do things just that you've hurt people or had to do negative things in order to receive personal gain, this could be monetarily, this could be just relationship-wise, that you're going to feel like you don't have to do that anymore or that's going to shift. And you're going to be able to feel more compassion for yourself and your person. And you're going to be able to start taking action. So that's great. And you will be an advocate for yourself and others, which is wonderful. So I love this for you. Your person is going through the growth experience of healer and thief, which makes sense because I do feel like that's the 3 of Swords card and the 7 of Swords card that we got in your tarot. So for thief, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So as your person becomes more confident, they're not going to feel like they need to receive it from others. They're going to feel like they have it from within. And they're going to be able to trust themselves is really more what this is. It's about self-trust. So that is great. And then also it says the light attribute where they're growing into is they're shedding light on the potential wealth within them that can never be stolen. So if they're worried that other people will take their money, creative ideas, affection, or power away, they're going to realize that that's actually from within them and that can't ever be taken anyway. That they are the source of that, or the universe is the source of that. So there is that. So basically they're going to be raising their confidence and they're not going to feel like they're going to have to be, they're not going to worry so much about maybe being betrayed in some way. And then the healer, it says taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So if your person was not really caring for themselves a lot, like say they've been drinking a lot or smoking a lot or doing like some vices or whatever, I feel like they're going to be really healing that or letting go of that. And it seems like they're not going to be taking advantage of other people. They're going to be healing. And then the light attributes is passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So they're going to be really healing themselves. And that's also going to lead to more passion. And then the ability to help transform pain into healing. So they're definitely going to be healing themselves and becoming more confident. And you're going to become more self-reliant and an advocate for oneself and others. And understand love in a healthy way. So that is a miracle change happening in this connection. Now we're going to look at the relationship cards to see what else they're working through in regards to this connection. Okay. So there's this. There we go. I wanted to take a lot because pile 1 had actually a lot. We're going to go through these fast. All right. So the first thing they're going to do is they're overcoming their fearfulness. They're going to start to become fearless, and that is going to help them take action on this connection. So if this has been stuck, which I feel like it's been a little stuck in that timeout time of separation period of time, that they are going to boldly take action on this connection, which I love. Also, they're still setting some healthy boundaries, which will allow them to be able to connect with you in a way where they feel safe. Then I get friendship and bondage. So I also feel like the friendship in this connection is deepening, and that's going to be what really connects your hearts together and what stabilizes this union. So that's great. And bondage, they are going to be breaking free of what has been holding them back. Whatever has been trapping or restricting them or preventing them from taking action, that is going to change. So that is also very, very cool for you guys. So I love how this is changing. Let's see. Want to go to what is shifting. We have a few more minutes. What is shifting in regards to their thoughts, in regards to this connection? This one. I lied to you. They're going to start to become more open and honest with you about something. All right. And then I don't need your approval. Okay, good. So I feel like in the past, they might have been people pleasing you, or they may have just been saying something to agree with you because they haven't been wanting to be rejected. And I feel like that was maybe more like the little white lie that they took. But as they're becoming more confident in themselves, they're not going to feel like that thief energy or Seven of Swords energy. They're going to feel like I can be myself and I can really speak truthfully and honestly because I can feel confident that they will accept me anyway. You can't come where I am going. They're going to realize that you are able now to go where they are going. So they're going to feel like, oh, the person pile 2, they can join my life. They can come with me. You are not part of my plan. They are going to start to realize that actually now you are part of their plan and that it's going to include you. So that is a great shift, actually. And then I know you're watching me. So they're going to really feel like, okay, pile 2 is interested. They do care about me and they are interested about what I'm doing during the day. They're interested about my life. And that's going to be something that is going to help your person feel more confident in this connection. So that is good. And that does not include stalking. That is not what I mean. All right. And as a final message, we do have a few more minutes. I can do a final message. What do I want to... Oh, we didn't do my truth deck. All right. Because that was actually pile 1's. But we can do this in pile 2 as well. So, what is changing as miracle changes in this connection? And I apologize in advance for the glare on these cards, most likely. All right. So, what is coming up that's changing for you and your person? Well, we'll go with these. That's a lot, but we'll go through them fast. All right. So, balancing act. Your person's going to start to be able to balance their schedule better, which will let them see you more. Trust. That's a big one. Your person is working through trust issues so they can let you in. Strength. They are learning about their own inner strength and their own empowerment, which is building up their confidence. Low vibes. Your person is working through any depression or any pessimism that they may have. This is so funny. Low vibes and open your heart. We're on pile 1. You guys are very connected to pile 1. Open your heart. So I do feel like your person is opening their heart to love. Romance is yours. They will realize they can be with you and that they can have this connection. So they're going to open their heart to have the romance in this connection. Self-love, they're going to love themselves more, and that's going to help. Their deep feelings, they're going to start to deepen their feelings for you, and that will override any immature emotions that comes up, any shadow self stuff, or any younger kind of stuff that we work out as we mature and we get older. Success is yours. They're going to start to feel like they can have success in this connection. And lack of passion is going to turn around to a lot of passion. So, I am loving this. So, that is what I have for you guys, pile 2, in regards to your person and the miracle changes that are going to be happening within both of you in order to progress this connection forward. So, I hope this resonated with you. If you feel like this wasn't your situation or your pile, feel free to pick another one. Obviously, I recommend pile 1 because that's similar. But if you feel like this didn't connect with you at all, you may want to pick a pile that's 3 or 4. Also, I have more What Are They Thinking and Feeling for You videos. up if you wanted to do more messages from them, because I know that this is one of my few videos up that we actually did not focus a lot on messages from your person, what they're thinking and feeling for you. So I do have a lot of those videos up that you may want to check out if you're curious more about that. If you guys did like this video, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get more updates from me about future videos. And I will see you guys next time. So I'm rooting for you, and I'm excited about these changes. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading today, where we have been focusing on another book series video. And today we're going to answer the question of what miracle changes are happening in this connection to deepen this bond with you, to progress your connection forward with your person. This might be changes internally that you're going through. It might be changes your person's going through internally. It might be divine intervention. We'll see what comes up. To see what is going on. It might be external situations changing. So you have picked a couple of magical objects, which are very fun. In this book series video, usually I pick videos or books that kind of go with the theme, which are cool. But for this theme, because we're in the Libra time period now of September, I wanted to do a lot of like pinks and yellows and whites, like very Libra kind of pretty colors. And I wanted to do books all about relationships and love, but I also wanted to do books that I really love. So every book in this pile, you know, all these piles of books, every book in this series actually are books that I've really resonated with over time, and that have shaped me in my life and in my relationships and my philosophies, that I've really like learned about love and relationships from, especially like in my 20s and in my 30s. So that's been like a big part of my developmental life. So Elizabeth Clare Prophet is a really cool book author. She does a series of books. One of my other favorite books by her that I didn't feature in this video, but that I like, is her book about violet flames, which is cool because that talks about forgiveness and healing karma and everything, which is awesome. Alchemy of the Heart I love because this talks a lot about love and relationships, and I like her beliefs on it. And I feel like she may even have a book on twin flames, which is cool. So Elizabeth Clare Prophet's a really cool author that I love a lot. And this book really talks about more like higher love and relationships. So if you're curious about this, you may want to check out this book. It's awesome. You guys have also picked this gorgeous quartz crystal. I want to say that it's quartz. It might, because I was going to say it might even be apophyllite, but I am not sure. But I think it's actually just regular quartz, but I think it's beautiful, and it's a gorgeous cluster, and this is a very beautiful high vibration. I just love how shiny and sparkly it is, but I love the sparkly ones. And I'll put this in frame where you guys can see it. And you guys also have picked the Alchemia Tarot as your tarot deck to start, which is very cool. So we are going to start with the tarot, and we're going to look and go into what miracle changes are happening between you and your person right now. So we're going to start with that traditional relationship spread that I do a lot, but we're going to do it in a different way. So I will take reversals, and if they are in reverse, they'll face me. If they're upright, they will face you. And I'm going to pick 3 cards for how you are changing in this connection. What changes are you going through currently in order to progress, you guys? What changes your person is going through currently to see how are you guys going to progress in this connection? 3 cards for the past. How have you both already changed? What have you already gone through that has changed in order for you guys to move forward in this connection and to be where you are now? 3 cards for the next 3 months as you guys look in this connection. What will change in the next 3 months, or most likely will change as you guys progress in this connection? And then what miracle change will happen longer term more final outcome card there. So what's going to kind of change as a miraculous progression for you guys down the road after 3 months' time. So how you're changing right now, pile 1, I get the King of Coins. So I love this. It seems like you, okay. King of Coins, Knight of Fire, Ace of Wands. So you actually are in a very passionate time period. So the way that you are changing is you're coming into your passion. You're starting to get ready to take action right away. But what I'm finding interesting is the King of Coins, Knight of Fire, there may be 2 men. So, or 2 masculine energies where there's like a fire sign, Knight of Fire kind of energy, maybe a youthful, fun, spontaneous fire sign that you're dealing with, which may be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart in some predominant way. And a King of Coins, which is maybe Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, more older than you maybe, or more mature, and that you might be curious about. So I feel like for you, you may be either deciding between these 2 people, or you might actually just be enjoying these 2 people. Who says you have to pick? But it does seem like you're feeling very passionate and even very sexual with the Ace of Wands. So fun times. All right. I get on their side all the upright cards as well. So I get the Chariot. They are really thinking about moving forward with you. So they are moving forward nicely. That's been a nice change, progressing this connection, maybe even physical travel. I am getting 5 of Wands. So if they have been fighting with you or arguing with you, that is changing to a time period of peace, because I get the 9 of Wands, which says the battle is over. So if you guys have been in an argumentative space, that it's shifting and this connection is progressing and moving forward, which is a nice change. In the past, how you guys have both changed in order to make this happen. Wow, these are all upright. Oh, this is fun. I have never really gotten that before. All right. King of Swords, one of your men. Probably the one that's your person. Or the one you're stronger connected to. Your person in the past may have started off as a really good friend, or they may have had air sign energy in them as well, where they may have Aries, Aquarius, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy in them. So there is that. And they also would have been wanting to really have like genius mindset, strong intelligence, and good communication skills with you. So they would have made that happen already. You both would have worked through your wanting to I feel like you guys have both really worked on giving to this partnership, or giving to each other, or giving to love. This also, this could be an ex. So if you're dealing with 2 people right now, 2 divine masculines, this may have been your last masculine, your last relationship. So if it isn't one of these 2 in the past existing already, this might have been an ex-boyfriend, or an ex-spouse, or an ex-partner, or an ex-divine masculine energy. So yes, in the past, you and your person have both worked through how to be financially generous to each other, or both financially contribute to this partnership, or how to share resources in order for you guys to be together in life. So like paying rent together, paying bills together, sharing finances, splitting the check, whatever, that sort of stuff. So you guys both know how to do that if you need to. And then I get 7 of Cups, which represents no commitment. So you guys might have been going from a space of not really having a commitment, which makes sense since there are multiple people on your end. Now, there is the chance, if you don't have 2 people, this could just be your person and different aspects of them. It could even be actually even aspects of you, where sometimes you're in your masculine energy and they're in their masculine energy, and you're prioritizing yourself and them, and you're seeing yourselves as a commitment. For the very, very rare case, it also may be 2 gay men, that you are a man in relationship with another man. So that could be for some of you watching. But I would just kind of say that that's more rare, because as I'm looking at the statistics, most of the people watching are women, because it's like 98% women audience or something. So anyways, that's usually why I still try to throw out non-gendered pronouns, just because there's a lot of people watching, but really traditionally it's more women who identify as women. That's what they tell me anyways. So yes, I'm getting that it could also be different parts of the same person. So your person may have parts of them where they're very youthful and fun and exciting and impulsive sometimes, and also very practical and serious when they need to be. Like they work hard, they play hard. That kind of energy if you are focusing on one person. All right, now in the future, in the next 3 months, what is coming up? So you guys are healing your hearts, and that is good with the 5 of Cups. So you guys are going both through a beautiful healing process, healing anything from the past that just has hurt you or them. So that's good, especially if you guys have had fighting energy. So you guys are healing from that. I get the High Priestess and I get the World. And again, all of these cards are upright, which is very interesting. So the High Priestess is that, because I feel like with all these cards upright, I feel like you and your person have a pretty smooth sailing connection overall. The High Priestess is very cool. So it means that you guys are both following your psychic intuition and your knowingness, and you both look at this connection as sacred. And I get the World. So again, with that Chariot moving forward energy, I feel like that you guys again might want to travel together or take a trip together, or if this is long distance, you guys can take a trip together, and that would be a miracle change. So that is cool. And then longer term, all right, so really the thing that needs to change here, that's going to take longer than 3 months, most likely for most of you, but I'm getting the Justice reversed. This is the only tarot card in the whole spread that is in reverse, which I find fascinating. So I feel like that this is a strong overarching energy of a need that you guys have, because in the 7 of Cups in the past, you guys had been working through commitment, and now the Justice reversed, I always look at that as a commitment relationship, but it's reversed. So I feel like you guys will probably make this more of an official commitment, but not, within 3 months, most likely after 3 months from now. So a little bit past that time. But what I like about that is if you do have 2 men over here, you might be taking your little sweet time there, pile 3, and that's fine. So that is what I see for that for you. And let's see. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Truth deck, and we're going to see what is changing between you and your person right now at this time. All right, and I apologize in advance for the glare that you might see on these cards. It might be hard to read them, but I will be speaking them out loud anyway, so that will help. All right, time apart. So if you guys have been long distance, that is shifting. If you guys have just been busy, you guys will have more time with each other. If you have just been dating somebody else, that might be the case too, and you might be spending more time with your person soon. And if you've been taking some time to cool off because they've been arguing, then that will shift, and you guys will spend more time together. So this time apart card, I feel like it's going to be more united, and that's going to be something that shifts. Also, it's not personal. So if they're just busy and they're focusing on stuff, it's not personal. And you're going to start to kind of come more into like an acceptance of that or at peace with that. Time to forgive. Yeah. If you guys have been fighting, you guys are going to come into a forgiveness energy. If you guys, and that might not even be like a blowout fight. It might just be like a power struggle. Like you want something, they want something different, and there's an impasse. So I feel like that there's a forgiveness that comes here where you're both going to discover how you can both get your needs met. And I like how this happens. And then it's not personal, so I feel like you're going to not feel like you're going to take it personally if they're busy and they're off doing their thing. Trust. I feel like you guys are going to be building the trust between the two of you. And that's helpful for the long-term commitment that will happen later. And then repeating the past. So if you guys feel like you're stuck in those same cycles, I feel like you're going to come up with new ways to relate to each other so that you don't have to keep repeating the past. Harvest. Yeah, so I feel like for most of you watching this video, if it's the fall, that this fall is really a time period of having these really good changes. Also, this is about harvesting rewards for putting in a lot of effort into this connection. So that's helpful. And I also feel like that if you're watching this at a different time frame than this fall, that the fall coming up for you is a time where you're going to start to get a lot of miracle changes. So that could be a time to look forward to. Checking your social media. So this is cool. I like this for you. I feel like your person is definitely going to keep looking at your social media, or start to if they haven't lately, and then not hearing you. Yeah, so that's for those of you that are fighting with your person, or your person's fighting with you, because I feel like they're not really hearing you, but what's changing is they're going to start to hear you, they're going to start to understand you better, and they're going to start to, like, even if they don't agree with you, at least they will hear what you're saying. Because a lot of times in fighting, we don't hear our partner. We're just focusing on getting out our own, you know, points of view and our own opinions and what we have to say, which always comes from our own emotional baggage. All right. Next, I want to look at blessings. So some unicorn blessings from your person, or miracle changes that are happening in this connection. All right. So, simplicity. So you guys are going to be able to really focus on like the nice small little moments between you two that are just very beautiful and that are just very connected. So I get the simplicity. You guys are going to feel like it's not like a lot of flash and glitz, but you guys are going to just really enjoy the simple moments together. Wish upon a star. This is so beautiful. If you were drawn to pile 2, you might want to check that pile out, because they got the star agate, and this is a lot about wishing on a star. So there is that. If you are connected to pile 2, you could check that out. There may be some messages in there for you. In addition, I love how with the wish upon a star card, it just means if you guys have been wishing, manifesting, or praying lately for this connection to progress, or to get more committed, or to evolve, then I love the wish upon a star, because I feel like that your wishes are going to come true one step at a time. So I do feel like that's amazing. So your wishes are going to come true one step at a time. So I like that. So I feel like for this pile, the changes are nice, but because all the cards are fairly upright anyway in the tarot card spread, I feel like that this doesn't need like major like interventions. I feel like you guys are feeling like your connection is progressing nicely, but maybe when will they ever really commit, or when will you choose between two people? So it might be more like that for you. Let's get some more information. I'm going to look at these archetype cards, and it's more like you guys are going to be just kind of enjoying more of the good parts of this connection. So more of the good parts that already exist will be enhanced, and you guys will just have more of that. So I'm having 2 archetype cards to see what are you working through in this connection. What is positively changing inside of you to bring this connection forward? And 2 cards for them. What is positively changing inside of them to progress this connection forward? So let's see. So for you, there's a light and a shadow side of each of these. So I get teacher and I get vampire. So for you, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. All right. So now obviously that sounds super harsh, but basically the metaphor of this is sometimes teachers feel, or even parents feel, like they have to discipline their students, or they have to discipline, or they have to have some kind of consequences to things, or to teach students. Sometimes some teachers are like fear-based or whichever, where they're like, I have to scare this person in knowing this. So if you feel like you need to, like when you have 2 people on your side, if this may not apply to everybody, but if you feel like you need to use another person to make your person jealous, or if you feel like you need to, like maneuver the situation around to get what you want, that might be what's changing within you. And again, this doesn't have to be something that you're doing like currently in this connection. It might just be stuff you've done before in the past. Or it says, teaching negative traits. It might be that you're teaching your person how to treat you. But if you're teaching your person how to treat you and they're not treating you very well, it might be that you're like maybe accepting negative treatment from them. I don't feel like they're treating you badly, but if they are doing stuff you don't like in a connection and you're not mentioning it, or not bringing it up, or not addressing it, then you might feel like, oh, you're teaching your person to treat you negatively, or that sort of thing. It says ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So I feel like in this situation, okay, and so manipulating, abusive, negative traits, destructive skills, it might be when you guys fight. Maybe you guys say stuff that you don't mean, or you say hurtful things. Or maybe you've been through an abusive relationship in your past. Or maybe you've been through an abusive family dynamic where you grew up in an abusive household, or you've seen abuse or violence in the community. And it might be that like you've witnessed these things and you're unlearning these qualities, or you're picking people that you're trying to pick people that are not abusive. You're trying to pick somebody that's not manipulative. You're trying to pick someone where they're not destructive or don't have negative traits, that kind of thing. So you might be also trying to use your like discernment as well. And you're also communicating better. So I feel like that's something that's changing inside of you. And again, in the tarot, I didn't get a lot of abuse. I don't feel like this is actually an abusive relationship, and I don't think that you are abusive. So I want to like throw that out there right now, because I'm looking at this card and I'm like, that sounds harsh. Especially because I'm also getting vampire. So it says the shadow attribute, depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining and codependency. And it's moving towards making you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Okay, you might be somebody that has been involved in abusive relationships in the past, or you may have had an abusive upbringing. And so if that's the case, you may have picked romantic partners that kind of perpetuated the cycle of that. So when we grow up in an abusive household, or when we have abusive relationships, we can sometimes keep picking them because we can't see the red flags, or we don't know what to look for. And so if you feel like somebody in your life is psychically draining you, or if you feel like people in your life are like abusive or toxic, then for you, I feel like you're increasing your discernment, being able to see the red flags so that you can be able to pick partners and people that are better. Now, sometimes what happens is we've had a lot of abuse in our life, and we're scared that our beautiful partner or our person will become like that, or they'll turn into that later, or they are that secretly and we don't see it, or they have qualities of that, but we don't know how severe they will be. And so it seems like that, you know, like say your person is like a bad boy in their teens, but now they're fine. If they're in their 40s now and they don't do any of that stuff anymore. But if you hear that stuff, that can trigger you and make you think, oh my gosh, what if they're abusive again? Even if like they only did that when they were 12, you know, so something like that. So you may feel like you're in a place in your life where you actually need to use your discernment. And it might be about that you're trying to work through maybe healing from some abuse that you've gone through before in your life so that you can make good choices with love. And it's interesting even with Alchemy of the Heart, because the book that you chose is about change and transformation and healing your heart, turning something that's like straw into gold or lead into gold. So you might be trying to turn something negative you've gone through in your life into healing that in your heart and like shining gold. Now, it's interesting with your person's light attributes, shadow attributes is blank. So I feel like they are different for every person, but big parts of what your person is dealing with the Liberator card is imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. And that's another thing. If you and your person have been fighting, that could make you be scared, like, oh my gosh, is this toxic? Is this a toxic relationship? Is this something that's controlling? Is this something that's abusive? Is it psychologically or emotionally abusive? So it might be that like arguments can feel threatening to you too, or anger can feel threatening to you when we all feel anger. So it might be that that's something that's going on, and that might be hard for you to discern. And if you have gotten, you know, abuse in your life from relationships or from your childhood, I would say that for you know, as a therapist, you may want to get some trauma therapy, because that will be able to help you be able to move forward in relationships in ways that are, you know, healthy, and you're able to see things accurately. So you're able to leave a situation if it's abusive, and you're able to stay in a situation that's not abusive, but that can sometimes be triggering or bring up past memories of abuse. Or you may be worried that it's abuse, but it might be normal, healthy anger. So it's very interesting. Because with the Liberator card, if your person has felt in the past that they've had to be possessive or controlling or jealous of their partners, that is changing. So I like that. And it says, and I would never say like an abusive partner is changing. So if your person is abusive, definitely leave. But, and get help and seek out some help phone numbers. You can Google them. But with this, I would say that, you know, if they're ignoring your legitimate concerns, I feel like that what is changing is they're going to start to hear you. They're going to start to hear your concerns, and they're going to be able to start to try to work with that. And then it says, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs. So I also feel like your person is liberating themselves from beliefs that have held them back in the past and releasing negative thought patterns. So I also feel like that your person is also releasing their negative thoughts. They are releasing old beliefs that don't serve them anymore, and they are freeing themselves. They're becoming more liberated from what has held them back and held them down. And if they've been holding on to you too tightly, then I also feel like, which is interesting because you guys don't have a commitment and you may have more than one person, which might make them mad. But you might be trying to make them jealous. Not all of you. It might be some of you. But what's interesting is, yes, so I feel like that your person is also working through not holding on to you so tightly that it's smothering or that it's controlling. So they might be working through those qualities. And again, these messages may apply to some of you, none of you, all of you, or it may not be your situation and you may pick a different pile. So I know we're going to the end of our time right now. So I'm going to do some final messages for you with your person. I'm going to pick some thoughts that are healing in the shadows. So what are some things that are miracle changes that are happening in regards to this pile? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the first one says we are not right for each other. So if your person feels like you guys are not right for each other or have not been right for each other, then they are going to start to turn that around. And they're going to start to see like, wow, we are really good together. We are really, really good together. And that's going to lead to that long-term justice in reverse changing around. So that's good. I never want to feel that way again. So I feel like that your person may also push away, if they've been pushing away love because they've been hurt, I feel like they're going to start to feel like they are ready to receive love in their life. And they're not going to need to be so defended. So that is great. I wondered how far this would go. I feel like that your person wants to explore how far this can go. And I mean, I don't feel like this is a toxic relationship because all the cards that I got in the tarot were all upright and they were very beautiful cards. So I think this is very beautiful actually. And then I couldn't tell you face to face. So I feel like you and your person are going to start to be face to face if you're long distance. And I feel like they're going to be opening up their communication with you more and sharing with you more of thoughts of their inner world. So that is cool. So I do feel like you guys are good. I hope that the middle part of this reading didn't freak you out. I would say that this connection does look very beautiful and healthy to me from the cards, so I wouldn't worry about that. Obviously, if you've been through some abuse, you may want to get some therapy for it, but I am biased. I am a therapist. I would say that to everybody. But I do feel like this connection, though, is a very beautiful one. And I think that you guys are going to have some really good miracle changes in this connection. So if this reading didn't resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile or another video. Also, I'm aware I didn't do any messages of what your person is thinking or feeling about you in this video. So if you're curious about those, you may want to check out a lot of videos I have on my page. I think I might have 20 or 30 of them now that are what are they thinking and feeling about you videos or messages from your person. So I have a lot of those up. You may want to check that out. And if you did like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to, you can hit the notification bell and that will get you guys updates from whenever I release new videos. So I hope this has helped you guys. Check out that book if you want to. It's a very cool book. And I'll see you guys next time. So I hope between now and then you take care. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading today, where this is another one of my book series videos. And for all the book series videos that I've done so far, I've liked to try to pick videos that are like a theme or the books kind of come together cohesively as a theme. So for this one, because we are in the month of, or the zodiac sign of Libra in the month of September, so my September Libras, I wanted to make the book series all pink or beautiful, lots of like pinks and yellows and oranges and very pretty and all about relationships and love. This particular book may not look like a love book, but to me, it's a big love book because as an astrologer, it's tremendously transformed the way I look at astrology charts and relationships and relationship compatibility between two people in love. So I love this book so much. So this book, all the books on this book series are actually books that I'm extremely passionate about, and every single book on this video, for this particular video, has changed and transformed my life in some way or helped me in regards to love and relationships in some way. So these are probably some of the most powerful books that have changed me in regards to love and relationships in my life. So this book, Astrology for the Soul by Jan Spiller, is incredible because I'm an astrologer and I've been doing this since 2005. So I've been doing this for like a long time. And when I learned about the North and South nodes in an astrology chart, it totally changed my life. So if you guys are into astrology and you guys are learning about astrology right now or are astrologers, this book has really, really transformed my life more than any other astrology book out there. So this has been amazing. So Astrology for the Soul talks a lot about South nodes, which talks a lot about past lives, and it talks about what were you in a past life, what were your person in a past life, and then what are you becoming in this lifetime as your life purpose, and what is the connection between you and your person as your life purpose, and what were you guys together. So this really opened up a whole world for me about understanding past lives and life purpose and what you're meant to do and be in this life and in this connection and just everything. So, and that's stuff that I get into in personal readings because in general readings, obviously you guys are not sitting actually in my living room in front of me with your astrology chart that I can look at individually. But this book has really helped me out a lot and I apply it to all my personal readings that I do. It's really cool. I got this book from my bookstore, Mystic Journey, where I channel on Fridays and during the week through phone readings and stuff like that. So if you guys want personal readings from me, you guys can always totally hit me up. You can email me. My info is in the description box. You guys can contact me or you can reach me through my store. So it's very cool. You guys have also picked the Hermit Tarot, and you're the only pile in this 4-pile video that is picking messages from your person cards as your deck. So you guys are going to get messages from your person, what they're thinking and feeling about you, and the other piles didn't. So lucky for you. So we're going to look at that to start off with what beliefs and what thoughts in your person are changing, because this video is what miracle changes are going to help your connection. So it might be their thoughts, which in your case probably they are, what your person is thinking that's going through a change. It might be divine intervention. It might be what's happening internally within yourself. But it's definitely going to be about how is this connection going to change as a miracle. You guys have also picked the Carnelian sphere, which I feel like is so beautiful. So I love Carnelian. I feel like it's a sexual crystal. It's a sacral chakra crystal. I also feel like it's very creative and passionate. And I love this Carnelian. I think that this is like a very beautiful one. So that's awesome. I think it's in the family of Agate, but it's very, very pretty. And I'm going to put it on your, and over there, so you can see it during this reading. All right, so we're going to start with their thoughts. What are they thinking about you that is going to be positive change in this connection? So we're going to start with 5 thoughts about what are they thinking and feeling about you. And we'll just put this up here. Okay, so Ace of Coins, what's going to be a miracle change in this connection? They're going to start to make you a financial offer or a tangible offer or maybe even an offer of love that has like substance to it. It's going to have weight. They may even give you a present or a gift. There is someone else. If you have been in a third-party situation, I don't think you're going to be in a third-party situation for that much longer. Now, third party can represent romantic person, sexual interest. It could represent a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend they're with. It could represent a family member that's interfering or a job that's very important. It could represent a child that's really taking up a lot of their time. So obviously it's this child. They will be sticking around, but they may go into a section of time in their life where maybe like now they're back in school and they're not going to be 24/7 around your person or something like that. But it seems like wherever there was interference with a third party, that interference is leaving. So they might be leaving a marriage, they might be leaving a relationship, they might be breaking up with a person, they may be putting boundaries against maybe a family member, like a mom or a dad that's been too, meddling. They may put boundaries against their career if they have been working too long and they've been neglecting you. So whatever there is, that something else, I feel like that's not going to be as interfering as it was, which is good. I am coming, trust. So another miracle change is that they're coming forward towards you. I feel like they're racing towards you. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the tarot section of this reading, if like some knights come up or that would be making sense. I still don't have all the answers. So they're going to start to get a lot more clarity and they're going to be able to come up with some answers and even solutions to some existing problems. And I never imagined so much perfection. I feel like that your person feels like you're just perfect. And maybe they never imagined being able to be lucky enough to have somebody like you in their life. But it seems like they're going to really be able to really kind of know how lucky they are. So that is so great. I feel like these are some beautiful changes to start off the reading. And now we're going to go look at some tarot. And let's see. We'll look at Gentle Heart. No, we'll look at this one. We haven't done this tarot yet. All right. I'm going to do Twin Flame Journey Tarot. We're going to see what is coming up between you and your person. So I'm going to do a relationship spread, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. So they will still be reversals, and they will face you if they're upright, and they'll face me if they're in reverse. This time I'm going to do 3 cards for what is changing inside of you in order to progress this connection, and what is changing inside of your person in this connection in order to deepen the bond, progress it forward, or break through some blocks and obstacles. What is happening or changing as a miracle in the past, like what has already changed for the both of you to bring you to where you guys are now, and what is changing in the next 3 months that you can see happen as a miracle, and then more of a long-term outcome or a final outcome for what will change between you guys long-term. So what is changing on your end? Okay, so I get the 2 of Wands, which is so interesting. I always feel like that's very sacral chakra, very Carnelian, very creative and sexual. It also says planning and decisions. So you are going to be making some decisions and some plans in regards to your person. And that is going to be really helpful. If you feel like you've been keeping things to yourself and not telling your person what's going on, if you've been feeling like with the 7 of Swords in reverse, if you feel like you have been hiding things, keeping things secret, some of you may be lying to your person, but some of you, it might just be that you're just not sharing with your person everything that's going on. I feel like you're going to start to become more open, and you're going to start to share with your person more of your feelings for them and what you've been going through in your life. It just is more like you might just open up more to your person with the 7 of Swords in reverse. So there is that. Because with planning, decisions, deception, and strategy, it might be that you've been keeping your strategies to yourself. If you feel like you've had to be strategic in this connection in order to maybe elicit responses from them, I feel like you're going to start to become a lot more direct and a lot less passive in regards to like how you're getting responses from your person. So you're going to be dealing with or addressing this connection in a much more direct way. And I get the 4 of Wands, foundation and commitment, and I get that in reverse. So if you have been resisting commitment on your side, or if you feel like you guys, if you haven't really been building a foundation with your person, I feel like you will now. So there is that. So that is cool. And I feel like you're going to be changing in regards to commitment, where you're going to start to get more committed yourself. Now, your person's cards are all upright, And I feel like for them on their side, again, I get the Ace of Pentacles. That was literally the first card that came out in your deck for your person about what thoughts are changing. So they're definitely going to want to give you this financial offer or a strong offer. So that is something that's awesome. And on it, it says wise investment. So they feel like that you are a wise investment. You are somebody that they want to be with because they feel like you're perfect or have so much perfection or perfect for them. So that is beautiful. I get King of Coins, stable. They're going to start to become very stable for you. And I also feel like their career is very important to them, but it's paying off and it's rewarding them financially, which lets them connect with you emotionally and commitment-wise. I feel like your person may have been wanting more of a commitment with you, but maybe you've been resisting it for now. So that's interesting. And I get the Chariot charging ahead. So yeah, you and your person, I feel like, are going to be charging ahead. They're definitely going to be in more of a committed space. I feel like they want a long-term relationship with you and they want to keep progressing this connection forward. And you're not quite sure if maybe you can trust commitment or trust yourself or trust love or trust them with commitment. But it seems like they are trustworthy here. So you might be scared to trust or trust love or trust commitment or trust yourself. Yeah, because in the past, I get the Fool, where you guys have actually, the miracle change is that you guys both decided to take a leap of faith on this connection. So that is great. And activation. You guys definitely activated the energy. And Seven of Wands, defense mechanism. While you guys took a leap of faith, you may have been very defensive or scared of getting hurt. So maybe you were working through very hard and your person was working through very hard how to lower those defenses and those walls so that you could trust in this connection and trust in love and trust in relationships so that you guys wouldn't get hurt in this connection. So you guys have been really lowering your walls and working through letting kind of like your guard down. And again, opening up and working through relationship trust. And then I get, because in the past, and I feel like this might even have been even farther in the past, I get the Devil obsession. So I'm also getting that, like, you may have had, or your person may have had, some toxic relationships before, or some abusive relationships before, or at least you guys in this connection have had a lot of sexual chemistry and a lot of passion and maybe even an obsessive like love towards them. And so I feel like that you guys have been really working towards like balancing that, and also working towards being in connections that have that passion but that you can trust, because obviously some relationships that are too passionate and explosive are just not, you know, healthy or stable or anything like that. So I feel like that you're really working through that energy so that you can trust love, and that if you have been through some difficult relationships, I can understand how it's tough to like open your heart again to love. So I feel like you're working through being able to trust love and trust relationships. In the future, the next 3 months are beautiful. They're all upright. And I get the Emperor, divine masculine. Your person is just going to continue more of the same. So a miracle change is more just like a miracle sameness, where your person is still going to act in their masculine, this Emperor. So they're going to be this King of Coins, and they're going to continue into being the Emperor upright, where they're just still going to be able to, you know, take action on this connection. And where it's interesting, so I would say it's less of a change, but it's still like a beautiful miracle that your person is still like evolved and in alignment and upright and like connected with you and wanting to move forward and all of that. Now, there may still be some mind games and control. I'll be honest with you. I feel like it's more on your side, and I don't want to call you out like that, but your person has like all this like grounded, stable, upright energy, but you may be scared to trust it, and you may still be kind of like acting out of needing to maneuver them, because I do get 5 of Swords, mind games and control. But I feel like something that might be is that you might still be working more and more on your energy to not feel like you have to do things to have your person show they care for you in certain ways. Like I feel like you may just ask for love when you need it instead of trying to make them jealous or trying to do something that maybe you'll like just not return their call right away or something like that. So I feel like little things that we're like taught to do in relationships to make a relationship and keep their interest, I feel like those are little tactics that I feel like you're going to stop doing. And I feel like that is good. And then I get the Lovers. So that is absolutely beautiful. So I feel like that if you feel that you've been in an energy where you've had to kind of maneuver the energy to keep their interest, I feel like you're going to start to trust that their interest is real and that you don't have to play mind games in order to keep their interest, because you're going to be reminded that they're still pursuing you consistently and in a stable way, and that there's still a beautiful love, and that you're not going to have to you're not going to be afraid that you'll lose it. So there is that. And what I love in the future is I get the Hangman. So the miracle change, Hangman to me always symbolizes a commitment. So that's great, because Hangman is you're stuck here. You're not wandering off, going off with other people. You're right here. So I like this, and it says new perspectives. So I also feel like you're getting new perspectives on love and relationships and commitment, and that's amazing and beautiful. So I love that for you guys. And again, sorry if I came after you guys a little bit. We all go through it. And I think that it's tough because society does teach, especially, no, men and women. They teach both men and women. And they teach people of all genders to, keep the interest of the other person by sometimes playing games. And, that's not cool, but that's also something society teaches us. Wait 3 days before you do this. Don't call or text right away. Don't act desperate. Don't blah, 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 blah. So there's all sorts of stuff that society teaches us about love that can be kind of toxic. So anyways, I'm going to look at some blessings in this connection to see what's going to change, or what is going to be a beautiful blessing in this connection as a miracle. So let's see here. We'll do 4. Okay. So beautiful blessings that are coming in this connection. I get finish what you've started. Yes. And I feel like that it's more, and this is so funny because usually with these readings, I always see that usually it's you want the commitment and your person's a little running. But in this case, I kind of feel like your person's so stable and solid, maybe it's scary for you to trust it, because I feel like you may be the one that's working through fear of commitment and your person is kind of the same. Because I get finish what you've started. So I feel like you're going to continue with this connection as you've started it, and you're going to keep seeing it through. You're going to keep exploring it, and that's amazing. It's okay to be different. I feel like this connection might be different than any connection you've ever been in before. And I think that it's very lovely, and I think that this is very healing for your heart, and it's special. And then I get grandparent. I feel like either one or both of you may be a grandparent, which is very rare because usually I don't get people in that age bracket watching the videos, but that can be. You also might feel like your grandparents are involved in this connection, watching over it, guarding it if they're in spirit form, or if they're alive, they may love your person, or you might meet their grandparents, or you might meet their family, or they might meet your family, or it might be a connection that connects to your grandparents in some way, maybe you get their grandmother's ring, or maybe there's a photograph of something their grandparents did or your grandparents did that you guys will do, something cute like that. But I do feel that there are definitely some blessings from grandparents in this connection. And then I get imagine, which is also very beautiful. So I like the imagine card, especially with this cute little fairy. And it says, what would you think, feel, or see and hear if your wish came true? So I feel like for you, you guys are going to start to imagine a life together. You're going to imagine and start to work through what would this connection be like in the day-to-day, and how special and beautiful would it be, and what are some highlights of that. So I feel like you guys are going to start to positively future forward, and you guys are going to future think, what could this be? And that's going to be really cool and really fun for you. So that's awesome. What else? I'm going to see what else are they working through in this connection. Even though this is so funny how this is the first video that I feel like you're doing all the internal changes. I feel like they're fine. Oh my gosh, I hate to say it in that way because I don't want to turn you guys off or anything. But I feel like, this is a beautiful time where you're growing. And honestly, if I can say that you're the one making all the internal changes and you're healing all of your stuff, that's amazing, because that means that I can give you reassurance that your person is really there for you. And if I can reassure any fears or doubts or anxieties that you may have, then that is beautiful. So that is my intention in this. Okay. So first, what I get for you is gratitude. I feel like you are going to start to go through such a gratitude in this connection. It's going to be very beautiful. I feel like your person is also very grateful for you as well. And I get retreat and renewal. So if you feel like you yourself, because again, I see your person as that King of Coins, Emperor energy, very super stable. Sorry about that. But yes, if you've been feeling like you've been retreating and then coming back to your person and retreating and coming back to your person, I feel like that back and forth energy within you is going to stabilize out into being more consistent. So you may feel like you don't have to break away for excess space. You may feel like you don't have to do that to keep them interested, or you don't have to do that in order to, you know, calm your anxieties. You might start to feel like this connection is safer for you to be present in it. So that is beautiful. I get courage. So this is beautiful too. I feel like that you guys are going to have the courage and the strength and the bravery to progress this connection. And I get loyalty. I feel like that you guys are going to be very loyal to each other, and that's lovely. And solutions. So I feel like really the positive miracle changes and the solutions in this connection are loyalty, courage, renewal, gratitude, and being present instead of retreating. So that is awesome. So I love this for you guys. You guys are working through a lot of your stuff, which is cool. I'm going to go to the Truth deck and see more about what is changing and improving in this connection. All right. All right. Exciting news. You guys are going to get some exciting news in regards to your connection, and that is going to be awesome. I'm going to take, actually, I'll just take this. Okay. That's a lot, but we'll go through them fast. And again, I apologize for the glare in this deck. It's a little hard for this to come off on camera this way, but I feel like the messages in here are so beautiful that I have to use them. It's my favorite deck. All right, notice the signs you're going to start to get, and your person may even also start to get a lot of signs and synchronicities about this connection that is going to inspire you guys to move forward with it, and that is going to give clarity to the confusion card, energy that you guys might have felt or that you might have felt about this connection. So if you've been confused or not sure, I feel like that the signs are going to start to help you clarify it. And I get immature emotions. Sometimes we lash out because we're protecting ourselves, and you might find that you actually are not going to need to be so protected. Like you might be able to lower your guard. I get success is yours. As this connection stays in your life longer and longer, I feel like that you'll be able to really start to feel safer in this connection, because with this King of Coins stable, I feel like the stability energy may not be something you're used to. And so this is something that maybe you're learning to trust it. And then I get texting you. So that is awesome. So they are going to be texting you and, you know, sending you some nice messages. I get pause before acting. So also, if your person has been moving slowly, that also might be something where you're like, well, I want to speed them up. I want to make them, you know, be more fast with committing or fast with progressing. Or if they've been going slow, you may be feeling like, oh, I have this anxiety in me because of the slowness and the pace of that, and I want to speed it up. I get pause before acting. So I feel like that you might actually start to pause more before maybe acting impulsively. I get hidden agenda. So that is cool. I feel like you're going to be releasing your plans to your person, or you may not feel like you have to keep everything to yourself as you let them in more. More information needed. I feel like they may need more information from you. And so telling them and opening up will help them as well. Empathy overload. I feel like you feel a lot of empathy for people. And I feel like that you're going to start to be able to have boundaries where you're not taking on everybody else's feelings. And that's going to be able to help you only have your own energy. I get chakra balance. If your sacral chakra needs to be balanced, you may be attracted to this because you need a balance in your sacral chakra energy. But I would say that for you, yeah, throwing shade. So if you're feeling like you're lashing out towards security, it might be that you need also your root chakra balanced as well. So So I feel like that you're going to start trusting this connection more, and you're not going to start to be so distrustful. And I get the long haul. So I feel like you're going to be able to connect to this connection for the long haul. So that is also beautiful. Now I'm going to go to the shadow side, and we're going to see what is changing here in this connection, or in the shadows is what it's called. So what is changing in this connection? Miracle changes. All right. So for you and your person, I feel like if your person has done something that has made them not trust them, I feel like they're going to come in with an apology. So either way, I feel like they are apologizing to you, which is good. And I know more than you might think. So I feel like that your person also knows more. So they may be noticing if you're starting to act out sometimes. They may notice that like you're acting out, and that they might start to notice like, okay, if she's acting out or he's acting out, it might be because they are acting, you know, scared, and maybe they need more reassurance, or maybe they just need to be held, or that sort of thing. I get you didn't imagine it, which is interesting because we got the imagine card. So I feel like you will imagine it. So if you haven't started to imagine a future with this person yet, I feel like you will start to. And then I get, what did you want from me? So I feel like your person will be able to ask you, like, what is it that you want? How can I give you what you want? How can I make you happy? So I feel like that is good. So that is what I have for you, pile 4. I hope this has helped you a lot. I feel like if this was also a very specific situation, so if you feel like you're not in a situation where you're pushing your person away out of fear, then this may not be your pile. I know there's people out there that are watching that a lot of them may be like they're watching for a person they're not sure if they want to commit to, and that might be this pile for you. And it might be that you have another person you might even like more, that you're in resistance to this connection because you like somebody else. Or it might be a situation where you've been really hurt in love and you're not sure if you can trust it. Or maybe this person in the past has hurt you and now they are more stable and grounded, but you're not sure if you can trust it. So those are a few scenarios that you might be going through with your person for a pile like this. And there are more scenarios, I'm sure, out there as well. You can leave in the comment section if you like to. But there's definitely a lot of energy in this pile. I feel like there is a strong connection between you two, and that's awesome. If this did resonate with you, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit the notification bell to get more updates from me if you want more notifications of when I'm getting more videos out. So until next time, I will see you guys later, and I hope you take care. Bye.